In our first week in Trinidad, we were blessed with many opportunities to meet incredibly influential individuals. On our first Monday, we met with Archbishop Jason Gordon in his home for lunch. Above all, he taught us about personal growth and development, in addition to how we can each help impact the world simply by doing small acts for one another. Later that week, we visited Queen's Royal College and were able to see firsthand the religious and governmental influences on financial freedom of schools in Trinidad. The beauty of the building is breathtaking, but funds to restore and improve school conditions are visually lacking due to discrepancies enforced by law. On May 19th of 2018, we visited the Santa Cruz Green Market, located at the base of a valley in northern Trinidad. This market acted as a sustainable community with food and craft vendors selling and sharing goods. They also had large plots of land used for agriculture, acting as a small farm with chickens. It was an incredible concept of environmental sustainability that hopefully can be applied to other locations worldwide. After leaving the Green Market, we headed directly south towards the Waterloo Hindu Temple by the sea. We spent the morning viewing the beautiful temple on the end of the coast. The shore was covered in small clay pots and figurines of Hindu deities, the result of ritual offerings thrown into the sea as a gift to the gods. Following that, we headed to the all-pink Hanuman Temple nearby to view the beautiful architecture and statues. To end our amazing day of travel, we visited the Coroni Swamp Bird Sanctuary to take a boat tour and see the scarlet ibis in its natural habitat. We watched the sunset over an amazing view of green mountains and vibrant red birds soaring against the white clouds. We had the incredible opportunity to visit the village of Matlock during our month. On the northern coast of Trinidad, Matlock stood at the actual end of the road system, surrounded by vibrant green forests and a coastline that makes this village a remote paradise. While there, our group met with Dorcas Women's Group, which works to mobilize action within the village community throughout events and fundraisers. We sat in on a meeting with the women and were able to hear some of their concerns as well as plans that they hope to accomplish in the future. The location of their village makes it very difficult for outside funds to make their way in to better the lives of those there. The women we spoke to were dedicated and extremely motivated to see the community succeed and were adamant about further mobilizing their efforts. As a group of Maymester students, we also discussed the ideas of creating an Amazaji outreach group on the Duquesne campus to further attempt to help keep in contact with the Dorcas Women's Group. On our first night in Matlock, following a delicious dinner, we traveled to Grande Riviere, just outside of Matlock. There we saw leatherback turtles on the beaches and witnessed more than 5 laying eggs. The guide who helped us said that years ago, the number of turtles was around 400 or more per night, whereas in the last couple years, that number has dropped to less than 100. Trinidad is one of the only few places in the Caribbean where the giant leatherback female practices her timeless family tradition of returning to the place where she was born to lay her eggs. The process is complete when she returns to the sea to mate again. Our guide said that they can repeat this process numerous times a year, taking only a few weeks to return to the beach. While we were there, we also experienced a lot of cultural aspects in regards to the way that they live. During the hike that we took, we were able to see the extensive land that was behind all the houses and saw all the spices that we buy in grocery stores in their natural state. Early on Saturday, we boarded a plane at Picaro Airport and flew to Tobago, arriving around 8:30 in the morning. On Sunday, we had a relaxing afternoon on the beach, following an incredible day on the water. We spent the day on the glass-bottom boat viewing the amazingly clear water through the boat and saw fish and lots of coral. Then we traveled out further into the water where we had the incredible opportunity to snorkel and witness the beauty of the underwater world. After returning from our day on the boat, we spent the rest of our day in Store Bay, on the beach, and enjoying good food. In learning the extensive and unique history of Trinidad and Tobago, we were able to see how truly intertwined our two courses really were. The present culture and sound of Trinidad and Tobago is from the injustices of its past. The very laws and regulations that were put in place to keep a tight leash on the Black population present is exactly what birthed the arts of calypso, the steel pan, and tambu bamboo. This also shows us the importance of teaching social injustices in and outside the classroom, so we can learn how to turn those predicaments around into attributes that propel a people forward.